Hey you, do you like bad guns? You ever wonder what would happen if you had 2 bad guns? Yeah, it's pretty freaking good. So Season 22 has given us Akimbo Mozambiques and Akimbo P2020s, and you might as well have just strapped a car battery to a baby stroller and shot that thing into a volcano. This is the most ridiculous damage I have maybe ever seen from some of the biggest baby Weenie Hut Jr. guns in this entire game. Who would have thought that just having 2 of them would have made them some of the most busted things in the entire game? This will be meta, at least the Mozambique, very possibly the P2020 as well. In this video, I'm going to explain just how meta these things will be by breaking down their damage per shot, their damage with and without hammer points, how many bullets it will take to kill an enemy on purple or red shields, and I'm just going to give a billion examples because I played for literally 3 hours and I had so many clips I didn't know what to do with them all. These things are nuts. They might even get nerfed. Who would have thought we'd get a Mozambique nerf in a day? But these things are amazing. I'm gonna break it down. Here we go. Just holding down the trigger, this is what it looks like. It's pretty good. And it's 12 bullets because it's 2 Mozambiques. So you could go... Right off the bat, we can see the no-bolt Mozambique can shoot pretty quickly. They buffed the base fire rate of the Mozambique up from the previous season. Then they lowered the effect of shotgun bolts. So shotgun bolts do make the Mozambique shoot faster, but just not as dramatic as it was before. It's kind of built in faster already. The damage values are exactly the same on the Akimbo as it is when you're holding just 1. And the damage value is the same without hammer points, but they nerfed hammers just slightly on the Mozambique. So now it does 45 damage per shot without hammer points, and it'll do 54 damage instead of 60 when you're shooting someone with no shield and hammer points. That means on white and blue shields, whether you have hammer points or not, it'll be 4 shots to kill, but 5 shots to kill on purple and red shields. Pressing left trigger with the Akimbo Mozambiques just tightens the hipfire spread, and honestly, even if you don't do this, the Mozambique's range doesn't suffer at all from its standard 1 version counterpart. If you carry 1 or if you carry 2, the bullet spread is about the same in my experience. You can really shoot this at short to medium range with relative efficiency. The Mozambiques are surprisingly accurate. You can see as I'm knocking this guy and thirsting him from the top of the building, I'm hitting full damage shots every time. Even from, I would say, up to 50 meters, it is a relatively safe gun to use. And that's just insane to think about. The pistol shotgun dual wield is good up to 50 meters, but I kid you not, it's literally true. The P2020 not as much, but the Mozambique has some unbelievable range. Honestly, you could consider using this as a primary. Just carry 1 long range gun and then 2 of these bad boys. If you guys have made it this far, please do consider subscribing. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps me out a ton, and it's free for you, and you get free content from me on a very regular basis. We've got some good videos coming out this week, so I hope you enjoy them. Again, thank you so much. Let's get to the P2020s. The P2020s are up next, and this is a dramatically different experience because the P20s have laser sights, hammer points, and light mags that you can add to them. It's a lot more in-depth than just the Mozambique. The P2020 now has a base magazine of 10 bullets, which means when you dual wield them, not surprising, you get 20 total. This increases to 22 with a white mag, up to 24 with a blue mag, and it caps out at 28 with a purple or gold light magazine. The P2020's base damage did get buffed, now it does 21 damage per shot to the body and 29 damage to the head. However, the hammer points, just like on the Mozambique, those were nerfed. With hammer points on, the P2020 only does 23 to the body and 32 to the head. So it's a very negligible increase, only 2 damage to the body more and 3 damage to the body more per bullet than without hammer points. If you're doing the math at home, stop. That's what I'm here for. It takes 10 bullets to kill somebody on purple shield with or without hammer points on the P2020 Akimbo, and it takes 11 bullets on red shield. It does not matter if you have hammer points or not. It's going to be the same time to kill on the P2020s because it's the same amount of bullets. Maybe you'll get lucky if someone already has a little bit of flesh damage on them, but then again, it really doesn't matter. You're getting such negligible buffs with the P20s that you really don't have to worry about hammer points at all. So will these Akimbo P2020s and Akimbo Mozambiques be meta? The short answer, yes. The longer answer, probably mostly the Mozambique. The The P2020 has a lot of damage per magazine, especially when you get purple and gold magazines on the P20, but really it's the Mozambique that absolutely shines. Couple that with some amazing perks like Gibraltar and Maggie having automatic reloading shotguns on a knock, and the Mozambique is actually comical how good it is. It's absurd. I posted a YouTube short and TikTok with that clip specifically, and you saw it at the beginning of the stream. You don't even have to reload. You just keep shooting. In theory, you could fire 36 Mozambique bullets in a row. Honestly, the Mozambique is a clear step above the P2020, but both are outstanding. You need to treat both of these weapons like they are SMGs. That is essentially what they are, but understand that the P2020 is an extremely close range SMG, and the Mozambique, while slightly better, should still be used mostly at close to medium close ranges. I do think with the Mozambique specifically, you could run a sniper rifle or another long range weapon if you wanted to, because the Mozambique has decent enough range at the short to intermediate ranges that you actually could have that as your secondary and not need an automatic weapon. They are that strong. The P2020, though, I wouldn't go that far. That's probably a true pocket powerhouse. You only pull that out when someone's right in your face and you're emptying lead. But the Mozambique, maybe you could probably run it with a Sentinel or a 30-30 triple take, something like that. That would probably have your back in those more intermediate ranges, much more so than the P2020, which is a pure bullet hose. Thankfully, in Apex, there are no things like damage fall-off ranges, at least with these weapons. They just added that to the R99, so we'll see if weapon guides get harder in the future. But for now, anytime you hit a bullet, it's going to be the same damage no matter what range you're at. Honestly, I would say that these things are really, really strong and fun. I hope they don't get nerfed. I do think that the Mozambique is really, really good, but just because it is going to be meta does not necessarily mean they have to nerf it right away. I am against the nerf everything once it gets strong idea. I think that sometimes you should have a shakeup in the meta. We're all tired of running around getting hip fire sprayed by the Havoc. Maybe now it's time to get mowed down by 12 Mozambique shots. I think I'm all right with that. I imagine some other people are all right with that. And honestly, the weapons are just fun. I think they should leave them as is for a little while, and then maybe they can work on the fire rate later. Let me know what you think down in the comments. That's it for this video. I appreciate you guys watching to the end. Good luck out there. I will see you in a few more videos later this week, so make sure you get subscribed and stay subscribed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.